Yo, Kempis got here. Hey, so I kind of went on a limb here on accident. I was just searching Facebook Marketplace. Every now and then I'll get on there just to see what's going on. I don't really search for anything specific, but I ran into this 6.1 channel Onkyo home theater system, and he was selling it for $75. And I was just thinking, that's worth the money to bring it onto the channel and see what the heck this is all about. I tried to do my best to do some research about this thing. I think it was made in like 2004, 2006, something in that area. And it's a 6.1 channel system. So there are 6 speakers, not 5, not 7, but there are 6. They used to be very popular back in the day. We used to have a center rear speaker. We don't really do that anymore now in the modern era, but this is what this was for. And I really didn't expect it to be this big. I didn't know what I was getting into, kind of. He had one picture of all the speakers and subwoofer together with these stands. I was like, okay, that seems pretty cool. Looked like it was in good condition. I have no idea if it works. I haven't plugged it up or anything, but it's in really good condition. He's had this for a long time, and he got rid of it for some clip speakers in ceiling speakers because he just listens to music, doesn't really do too much home theater. So he even has the original speaker wire hasn't even been opened back in 2004, and then it came with some cables like RCA's, some spikes for feet. If you wanted to put it on the stands or on the speakers themselves, you can do that. Sounds pretty cool. So what we have in front of me, each of these have different model numbers. I was able to find the spec sheet for the speakers. This sold new for $279. Try buying this package now. I don't think that you can for $279. I think it just costs too much. But let's look at every individual speaker. So these were the surround speakers, the rear speaker. There's 3 of these. This model number is the SKM 520S. And so this goes into the rear. They have a little keyhole so you can hang them. So that was nice. They're pretty shallow as well. And I don't know, maybe 6-inch drivers inside. I really have no idea. I can't open these, I don't think. I'm not supposed to, but I think it has like a 6-inch driver, maybe a little bit smaller than that. So there's 3 of these, 1, 2, and then the third in my hand. And then you have this here. This is the SKF 520F. And this is a pretty good size bookshelf speaker. I'll take it off. So this has a really nice design. So MTM, so mid-range tweeter, mid-range. This design is something that a lot of manufacturers are doing today, because it keeps the sound linear, all focused in one area. It's a really good design, and Onkyo did it 20 years ago. And so that looks really nice, and they're rated, all these speakers are rated to 130 watts, so good power, 87 dB sensitivity, so they're not the most efficient, but not bad. So this looks really good, and again, in super nice condition. The other speaker is the center channel. Let me move these cables. The center channel here, if you guys can see this, I'll pop that grill. A little bit smaller drivers than the bigger bookshelves, but same concept. And you guys can see here, has that same waveguide type of, this dust cap here serves a purpose. It's not just for design. I mean, it is designed to be a waveguide. So that looks pretty nice too. And the finish isn't bad. This center channel here is ported. So are the speakers here, the bigger ones, but the ones that go on the wall are not ported, or at least they're not ported on the rear. They may be ported in the front. I don't know. I'll have to get inside hopefully one day. Now here's what really surprised me. Let me move all this other stuff because you guys can't really see it, but it has a subwoofer, and this subwoofer is a lot bigger than I thought it would be based off the pictures. It weighs about 30 pounds, I think. It's a 10-inch subwoofer here, front ported, rear firing. And this has about 150 watts continuous, and it can get about 220 watts peak. And it's rated down to 25 hertz up to 150. Not bad. This is the SKW 520 subwoofer that goes with all these speakers here. So the blend should be pretty good because they're all mated together. This is a pretty good size subwoofer. Even in today's age, you get smaller subwoofers than this in sound bars and things like that. This is actually pretty big. And then the driver down here, really cool design. I like it, but it's a lot bigger than I thought it would be. All that you have on the back side is the volume knob and the line input, so you can plug this up to your receiver, and then the power cord. That is it. So it's literally plug and play all of this stuff. And then They come with the stands. You guys see the stands on here. They're really lightweight, but he kept them in pretty good shape. They're made to be with this system. I don't know if they came with this system, but they pair well with them. And then he has some speaker wire. This looks about 16 gauge plugged up to these speakers. So, I mean, 75 bucks. I think I might have stole this. All right, so if you guys are any little bit familiar with my channel, you guys know that I've had a dedicated home theater for the last year in my new home. I've always had a home theater in general. So you may be wondering, what are you going to do with these? What exactly can you do with this system? Well, of course, I'm very curious to know what these sound like. Back in 2004, I was 11 years old. And what did I think I was in 5th grade or getting ready to go into middle school. So I didn't really care about speakers whatsoever. I didn't care at all. So it would be really cool to plug these up and listen to them in the modern day. I mean, they have a modern design. They have a pretty good frequency response. They're pretty good size. So a lot of this old school style is still here today. I'm curious of what these things sound like. I hope they work first and foremost, but based off its condition, I think they'll be fine. He was a really good guy, but I'm really curious to how good they sound, and especially the subwoofer. What can we get out of that? So I probably will plug them up to my dedicated home theater with my Anthem AVM70. So we're gonna put new modern tech with some old school speakers and see what we get. But I am starting to finish up my series on building a home theater in my living room. I'm building the world's most inexpensive home theater. I'm doing that video very soon in the living room. Once I'm done with that, maybe I'll put these in there instead. We'll see. But I don't know. Just a fun video, something different, not something you see every day. What I want you guys to do, if you're still watching, is leave me a comment down below and let me know, have you ever heard these speakers in person? These are probably in a home theater in a box kind of thing. Did you own these back in early 2000s? Did you have a set? Did you like them? What did you guys think? What should I expect? Because I truly have no idea what's going on here. So leave me some comments down below. Let me know, have you ever heard of the HTP 520? That's what this is. Did you have a version of it? Let me know down below in the comment section. Hit that like button and subscribe if you're not already. And we will see you guys in the next video. K-Pace Guy out. Peace.